Greetings, welcome to Bear Armory. Today we're going to talk about why ammo was boiled. There are so many stories about how boiling can easily render live ammunition unusable. Processed ammunition is supposed to be sold, planted, or otherwise transferred to the enemy. Since the cartridges do not differ in appearance from the standard ones, the enemy takes them as live ammunition and at a certain point is essentially unarmed. These stories have been told for 100 years, starting with World War I and the Civil War. There are such stories about other, more modern troubled regions as well. For the most part, the sources of such information are oral histories of friends or relatives, or stories from movies or literature. Most people consider cartridge brewing to be a myth, but quite a few people have the opposite viewpoint, based on personal experience or on the story of someone they believe. How does a myth survive for 100 years and no one has tested it empirically? Of course, there are plenty of experiments, lots of videos, bullet flight speed measurements, a lot of recipes for cooking ammunition have been tried. The main point is that the primer is damaged or moisture gets into the powder charge. The point is that at different times cartridges were produced with different compositions of the propellants in the primer and, respectively, with different sensitivities to temperatures. The stories tell about cartridges in general, without taking into account the year of manufacture, composition, and storage conditions. Ammunition made by yourself or in a handicraft production facility will get moisture into the powder charge purely physically by heating and cooling. Factory-made cartridges are well sealed. Hence the controversy. Some people talk about their grandfather's real story with completely incomprehensible cartridges, or their own story from their youth, again with cartridges that may have had compromised storage conditions. All modern experiments have not damaged the factory cartridges by boiling. In rare cases there are defective cartridges, which have broken the tightness. Of course, you can endlessly invent recipes for cooking cartridges with sharp cooling and then throwing them into boiling water and so on. But it is always the simple boiling that is referred to in the stories. The conclusion is that by boiling a cartridge, it is possible to disturb its combat properties, but this is true only for old cartridges or for some types of modern civilian cartridges. Without knowing the composition and properties of a particular cartridge, people prove to each other opposing points of view, although they may well both be right. To find today a military cartridge, which can be spoiled by boiling, is practically impossible. I have not heard about such cases. What do you think of this myth? Or is it not a myth at all? Write your opinion in the comments. Friends, if you liked the video then support me by like and subscribe to the channel, but be sure to click on the bell not to miss new videos and keep abreast of the latest news. Take care of yourself and your loved ones. Thank you all. Bye bye.